Oh, hi there. Welcome back to the channel. Right, last lesson we proved the area of a triangle can be worked out using half AB sine C, where A and B are the sides adjacent to the angle C. So you can see that's your angle, you can see that's your angle, and you've got your two lengths which are adjacent to that. Now I'm going to show you how you can now use this formula. So find the area of the following rectangle. So you don't have the perpendicular height, so you're going to use the formula which I put up here for you. So it's going to be half. Now your A and your B, it doesn't matter which order you do this in because it's commutative. So it's just going to be times 9.6 times 4.7 times sine of 137, and then you just put that in a calculator. So you should get 0.5 times 9.6 times 4.7 times sine 137, and then you get 15. You get 15.38588. And this doesn't tell you how to round it, so just be sensible and do it to 3 significant figures. And that would be 15.4 centimeters squared. Okay, that's example 1. Now this time we're going to find the length. So it's the same formula. We've been given the area, so we're just going to substitute everything in there. So 34.9 is equal to half. This is your A and B, so it's going to be half times A times 27 times sine 15. Then you can simplify that a little bit and just rearrange it before you put it in the calculator. So it's going to be 34.9 equals A times half times 27 times sine 15. You can then divide 34.9 by what's in the square brackets, and you end up with A is equal to, let's get the calculator out, so it's going to be fraction 34.9 over 0.5 times 27 times sine 15. And that will give you an error, which is obviously not what you want. So it should be 34.9 over 0.5 times 27 times sine 15. So you get 9.98, and we're going to round it. So in this case, it will just be 9.99 centimeters. Right, next example here. I want you to do this by yourself, and I'll show you the answer in 5 seconds, so you can pause the video. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show me your whiteboards. Excellent, good work, good, nice work everyone, well done. Tilly, check your answer again. Right, after working out, so you get 16.8 meters. Right, this is slightly different because we're going to work out C, missing angle this time. So I'm going to use the same formula here. So 12, the area is equal to half. Your A and B is going to be 4 and 6.2. Sine Y. And then you can divide by this whole thing. So you end up with 12 over, well, half times 4 is just 2, and then 2 times 6.2 is 12.4 equals sine Y. And this point, you just do the sine inverse of both sides. So you get Y is equal to On your calculator, we're going to do shift sine. So sine shift sine inverse of 12 over 12.4. And you should now get 75.4. And this is a missing angle, so one decimal place is sensible. 75.4 degrees. Okay. That's working out. I've just typed that up in case you want to have a look at that. Now, I want you to try to work out the missing angle here. You can pause the video. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here is the work solution. You've got your A and your B. You're working out sine A. You just rearrange, do sine inverse, and you end up with 33.3 degrees. Okay, next example here. I'm not going to do the whole thing here. I just want to make a point. If that's the question that you get when you are labeling your sides, there's only one option in terms of your sine C value. If you're working out the angle C, if that's your C angle, well, that has to be length C, which means that your A and B will have to be those two sides. And you can get 8.83. You can work that out if you want to practice. This is another different type of question, really straightforward though, because in this case, it doesn't look like a isosceles triangle, but it is, because you can see the angles are both 70, which means that this has to be 40. It also means that these two lengths have to match. So then you can figure out you're using that as your sine C and you're using these two as your A and your B. And then you get your answer of 8.03 is your area. And one last question, have a go at this first, and then I will go through it with you. So pause the video here. Okay, so you should, to work this out, what you're going to need to do is just read the question carefully. You know it's an equilateral triangle, so that has to be 60 degrees. So you know the area is half, the area is given to you, so area equals half A, B, sine C. So 36 equals half. Now your A and your B is just x times x, so you get x squared. And your sine C is your sine 60. So sine 60 gives you root 3 over 2. That's going to be one of the values you're going to need to learn. So half, so x squared times root 3 over 2 times half, and that's 36. So you can just simplify this all out, and then you end up with x squared equals 36 over, that will just be root 3 over 4. And then you square root the whole thing. So you square root that, and you end up with 9.12. You can put that in the calculator and try that out yourself. So today's task for you is to complete a worksheet. But before we do that, I'm just going to show you what we've done today. We've looked at using the sine rule for area to work out the length, the area, and the angle. And we've also looked at proof. That was the first video, and you need to know that proof. So the worksheet I want you to do is exercise 39D. It's 3 pages long, but actually only the last page is got questions on it. The rest of this are just examples in case you need them. Okay, that's it. Hit subscribe, guys. See you next time.